So, sorry about the voice. I've been sick since Christmas, but I felt like I had to make this video. If it's hard to hear me, I apologize. But Nuka, Bethesda made a partnership between them and Silver Screen Bottling Company to produce a promotional rum called Nuka Dark Rum, and that was supposed to release with the release of 76 on November 14th. I pre-ordered this the day it went on pre-sale back in September, and I was super hyped about it because I had missed the Nuka Cola release for Fallout 4, and so I was like, awesome, gonna get some rum instead, and it's going to like kind of make up for missing that. What I didn't expect was what happened throughout this entire process. So November 14th comes and goes. No word from Silver Screen Bottling Company. No word from Bethesda about what's going on with this. It was never shipped, never anything. On, I think it's the 21st of November, I finally get an email saying, hey, we had some quality concern issues. It wasn't up to our standards. So we're redoing it, and they should ship out in the following weeks. It's like, okay, it's fine. 2 more weeks pass. Still nothing. No contact, no notification of shipping, nothing. So I sent an email saying, hey, like I pre-ordered this back in September, and it was supposed to release on the 14th, and you said there were some quality concern issues, and now like it's been 2 weeks after that, and you said in a couple of weeks. It's been 2 weeks after that, and there's still no word. What's going on here? Like, I paid $100 for this, $80 for the product, and then $20 in shipping to get this product by November 14th, and I don't have it well into December now. So I'm like, what's going on? And they send an email saying, oh, we're sorry, but there's quality concern issues. They should be shipping out in the next 2 weeks. And then the following day, I get an email, like a mass email. They send it to everyone who pre-ordered, saying that they're on track now, that the production is being set, and they're going to be shipping out by the holidays. So that means to me, I'm getting it before Christmas. Then they sent a link on the same email of a video of the bottling process. And I have the bottle right here, and I'm going to get to it in a minute. But the process showed them filling up a glass. There's a plain glass bottle, and then putting on plastic cover. And I thought, that can't be right. I didn't pay $100 for a basic glass bottle with a plastic cover. And then I get an email on, I think it was like December 19th, saying that my package was going to be delivered the 22nd. I'm like, awesome, it's going to be here before Christmas. I then get an email December 21st saying it's not going to be delivered until the 26th. 26th comes after Christmas, after I was supposed to get that. Well, over a month after I was supposed to get this. Almost a month and a half from when I was supposed to get this originally. I finally get it. And this is what I got. Now, this Looks pretty. It looks pretty okay until you actually take the cork off. And the cork, if you can see that, if it'll focus on it, is rubber. They didn't even spring for a cork. They just put a rubber stopper in it. This whole thing is just plastic. That is just a piece of paper glued on there. It's a sticker. And this is just plastic. And this is just cheap foam that you can get at Michael's. This looks like someone just bought a bottle of Malibu, dumped half of it out, because this is what it tastes like. It tastes like Malibu. That someone dumped half of it out and then put water in. It's just watered down Malibu. And then it just comes apart. And yes, I did take a knife to finally get it apart. But if you can see that, it's just a cheap plastic snap. It's like a cheap plastic toy. I paid $100 for a cheap plastic toy. And just a plain glass bottle with a rubber cork. Are you serious? And I'm not blaming Bethesda on this, because God knows Bethesda has enough on their hands with the god-awful release of 76. I'm blaming Silver Screen Bottling Company. They're the ones that were in charge of this. They royally fucked up on this. All this is, it's 35% alcohol by volume. I had my friends try this last night. They literally said it's just watered down Malibu. And you expect me to believe that this whole thing is worth $100 to you? Bullshit. It's worth $100. I can go down and get the same size bottle of Malibu from Kroger for $30. You're expecting me to pay $70 more for a plastic toy? That's bullshit. And in before all the people saying, oh, that's what you get for pre-ordering. No, fuck that. I'm sick of this whole war against pre-ordering. And if you pre-order something, then it's your fault. No, I was promised a good quality item. The release video of it, when they first announced the pre-order, showed a glass bottle. Or at least what seemed like a glass bottle. If it wasn't a glass bottle, they sure as hell did some video trickery to make it look like it. Then there's on nukadarkrum.com/#about. It says, product note. The packaging of Nuka Dark Rum was a design that was months in the making, and we went to great lengths to ensure that no corners were cut. Fuck you, no corners were cut. Look at this. Look at this cheap piece of shit. It cost 2 times to make this cheap ass plastic than to have just made a cast of it in glass. Fuck that. No. Maybe because you put a glass bottle inside and then wrapped it in some bullshit plastic, then maybe, yeah, it costs 2 times because you had twice the material. You used the glass and the plastic. Just use the fucking glass. We went through many prototypes. In fact, in all, we had 4 different iterations of the design. 2 of which were glass exteriors. And you threw those away for plastic? We determined that a glass bottle alone would not have been dramatic enough for the look we wanted. Really, because this looks real fucking dramatic. An all black shell and a silver top, when all the pictures show what looks like, at the very least, if not glass, that a what is it, clay, a hardened clay, I don't know, a hardened clay mold of it with a white top. And you chose this design? You chose this one? The garbage black plastic with a silver top, not even a real cork, just rubber? You had 4 designs, 2 of which were all glass, and you chose this one. We determined that the one had been dramatic enough. We wanted something big and bold for the loyal Fallout fan base. This is what you consider big and bold for the loyal Fallout fan base? I could give me a day and I can make this. Give me a day and $100 at Michael's and I can make this. Something that honored the game. This does not... Well, it honored 76 because both are a piece of shit. So, yeah, you nailed that one on the head. Over 100 hours were spent just writing the code to create the 3D printed prototype of the shells. The bottle cap, which is actually an integrated cork/cap, was engineered and re-engineered several times to ensure it fit on the bottle in a manner that looked exactly the way it was supposed to inside of a cork finished bottle, not a screw cap. I'm fine with the cork if it was actually cork, but you gave me rubber. A design created specifically for rum. The idea was that the bottle was housed in a vault of its own. No, that's stupid. That's a stupid idea. Silver screen. Stupid. The dimensions of the entire... I doubt that's even important anymore. But honestly, you're sitting here telling me that this cheap piece of crap won out over a glass exterior? We could have had something awesome. You could have made something awesome that wouldn't have gotten fans so upset. And you chose to act like Bethesda and just say, fuck the fans. It's just stupid. I'm going to show you guys a few pictures of what the bottle was advertised to look like. And what we got. I remember when there was a time that when companies partnered with other companies to bring you a promotional product, that product was good. Whether it be Amazon, or not Amazon, but Microsoft, or Sony, or Nintendo, or Ubisoft, or even Bethesda at one point. They partnered with companies and they gave a quality product, not a cheap piece of shit. And honestly, I feel so burned by Bethesda. And yes, I realize it's not 100% Bethesda's fault because Silver Screen Bottling Company is the one that manufactured this, bottled this, and made this. But Bethesda put their name on it. Right here, it says Bethesda. Bethesda endorsed this. After the release of Fallout 76, and after the release of the Fallout Power Armor Edition, in that horrible, horrible nylon bag when we were promised a canvas, and now this, I'm just not going to buy another Bethesda product. I'm sick of being burned on them. Like, whether or not they release it and it turns out to be a good product, I'm not going to buy it anymore. They've turned me off completely. Because they just can't stop just taking advantage of their customers. The people that made them. And I realize, like, they're the talent, they make the games and everything, but we're the ones that buy them. Without us, they really don't have a company. And we're we're expected to just take this. We're expected to just sit here and say, oh yeah, this is fine. I spent $100 on cheap plastic and a bottle of watered down Malibu. Spent $200 on a broken game. A helmet that says you can't wear even though we were promised we could wear it. And then a nylon bag that we were promised. A canvas bag. It's bullshit. And I'm sorry, but if any of you defend Bethesda in any way about this, about Fallout 76 or about this, you're fucking wrong. That's all there is to it. You're wrong. And it's people like you that defend them tooth and nail to the day you die that will continue to allow them to reduce the quality of all their products. Because you continuously defend them. Even though they spit in your face, you still defend them. You're like a battered wife. Bethesda just beats you and beats you and beats you, and you still defend him. Still say, oh, he loves me, though. No. At some point, and this was it. This was my point. I was still kind of defending Bethesda, but after this, no. I'm done. It's garbage. It's pure and utter garbage. And that's my review of this Nuka Dark Rum.